Today is the Nix's day to take the airplane, so they went a little bit early and stopped at the Tongass Historical Museum in downtown Ketchikan before they caught their flight. Their pilot was Captain Mike from New York, and he doesn't get to explore very often, so he took the Nixes to Nunya Lake. It is located about 42 miles northeast of Ketchikan, accessible by float plane or a trail. Next, Mike took them to see the Misty Fords, a mosaic of sea cliffs jutting 3,000 feet straight out of the ocean. The Misty Fords is the largest wilderness in Alaska, with 2.3 million acres. This is a very popular place for the tourists when they come on the cruise ships. Meanwhile, Jeremy the closet drinker is preparing for the big day. We followed them. Tyler and I went with James and Larry, and it didn't take long for James and Tyler to fall right to sleep. After about a 30-minute boat ride across the channel, we threw the poles in and began trolling for salmon. And finally, we hooked up on one.
What is it? Get the net, Just. Oh yeah! Salmon! Get it down in. Ow, hook in my finger. Here, get a picture with him and then turn him back.
No, we can keep him. Keep
Oh, yeah. We're keeping him. Yeah. Sweet.
I'm glad you looked at that, Joe.
Hold on, let me take one too.
Let me get his.
Nice.
You know what's really funny? No one's driving this boat.
Oh my. We're all focused on the fish. Okay. Stick it.
After about 4 hours of trolling and only caught one, we decided to go check the crab traps. 90 feet.
There's one.
With the crabs, you can only keep the males, and they have to be at least 6 inches long.
Burnett, do you know the difference between male and female?
Sound like Roger!
Let's push down with one hand on the front of the pond. There we go, Dana. For this one.
Somebody told us that the middle of the day was the best time to fish for halibut, based on the tide changes. So we drove clear out to where they told us to go, and we fished for a good 4 hours and never touched a fish. But the highlight of the day for me was watching Dave and Jeremy struggle and struggle to try to get their anchor out. They drove around in circles for 45 minutes. There for a long time we thought that they were going to have to cut the rope. But they finally got it.
Dang! Dang!
Woohoo! Roger had to go gather up the crab traps before we went home.
Hey Dad, do you like Nirvana?
No. Alaska, 2018. We're out crabbing.
Flip the boat around.
Which direction?
That way. This one's heavy.
There's a lot of crab in it, dude. There's a lot of crab in it, dude.
Watch, there's only gonna be 2.
Alaska, 2018. Foster.
I liked having Larry and James doing this better.
You guys are lazy, both of you.
We're not lazy. We just been pulling anchors and doing. I'm the only one's been doing downriggers for the last 4 days.
Downriggers aren't hard.
Yeah, downriggers.
Yeah.
Crank.
Over and over and over and over. They're not hard, but
I think you just need to work out a little bit more.
that's right. I do need to work out. Oh, we got color. We got color. Oh yeah, we got color, baby. All right, Alaska crabbing, 2018. We just got 14 in this one, but most of them are going to be females because they're little. We got some nice males. But 14 in one pot, that was awesome.
Isn't that cool to see that?
Oh man, sometimes they come from shore. Clear out there on the trees.
Was that hurt? Did that hurt then?
One crab, 2 crabs. All right, we got 2 crabs in there. One was trying to make an escape.
But the trip back was awful sketchy.
I think on that last one, the whole boat caught it.
Oh, no, 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 no! Oh! Ah! No, 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 no!
Oh my goodness!
Oh! Just get us home, just get us home. Just... No, 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 no!
Oh, my knee!
Oh,
that looks like...
You're laughing until we die.
Those two are hugging to death.
Okay.
What a beautiful ending to a wonderful trip. And then we go hit the lodge to play some poker. And wouldn't you know it, Tyler cleans house on the last night. The next morning we left the lodge at 7:30 to come home. We made it in plenty of time. We went through security. We even boarded the plane before they gave us the good news. By the way, your flight, due to mechanical problems, has been delayed. So we spent the next 5 hours sitting in the little Ketchikan airport. Thank goodness they gave us a voucher for some breakfast. I sure wouldn't consider myself a seasoned traveler, but I do know that you're supposed to board the plane before it departs. We finally pulled in the house at 11 o'clock that night. What an awesome adventure.
Alaska's End is brought to you today by West Gordon Pharmacy in Layton, Pizza Pie Cafe in Layton and Ogden, Yum Yum, Higley Construction now in Preston, T-Mobile in Roy, Weber State, and Woods Cross, Guild Mortgage, that's where you gotta get your loans, Clover Pass Lodge, Mountain Dew, Do the Do, Atwood Boat Anchors, Alaska Airlines,